Hello, and welcome to the Dino
Boys
podcast.
Thought I'd try something new.
Today we are doing a interesting episode, much like our Land Before Time episode, except this time they're not animated.
And they're not going on an adventure.
Well, actually, the dinosaurs are technically animated.
Well, one's a robot.
Jurassic Park.
One of us was off.
Yeah, no, like you're supposed to do the normal part because you can retain stuff, but I do the harmonies.
I retain water.
What did you remember? What you gave Land Before Time? What your braiding was?
No.
I feel like it was 8.
I think it was a very biased 8.
Yeah, because of your whole backstory and origin.
Yeah, I would have my origin story involved in that movie.
Brady's origin story is
I'm just in a hospital bed watching Land Before Time.
Yeah. And that's when I was born. And that's when the monster inside me was released. I developed spider-like powers. Not like Spider-Man, but similar.
I don't catch thieves just like flies.
I catch them like grasshoppers.
I'm like a trapdoor Spider-Man.
Yeah, much more useful.
But what if there was like different Spider-Man with different spiders?
Yeah, trapdoor Spider-Man.
He's just like underground, just Ah! I'm like one of those jumping spiders. Let's go off topic. Completely off topic.
So our movie opens up with a interesting scene that most of us probably know. It's a forest, and there's a bunch of construction workers with hard hats standing around looking at a tree.
There's no safety committee anywhere.
No.
Not a one. Like,
Yeah.
one, why are they lifting a whole velociraptor
Yeah, and sorry.
with a fucking forklift?
No, how about this? Why do they need 40 people?
Oh,
Did something just fly by?
was it a raptor?
They get it all moved and put in, and one guy, they have all this automation, but the guy has to open the fucking door, like lift it manually. Like, how stupid is that?
That was pretty fucking dumb.
Like automatic locking doors, security systems, they have all this shit at Jurassic Park, but they don't have something to open the super crazy door that the raptor's in. The guy is lifting it. The raptor headbutts the wall, which somehow moves the entire crate back, creating a gap in which the guy lifting the door falls in. The raptor grabs him, and it's like Jaws. Like, you know, like when the people are in the water and also Anaconda. Anything where there's an animal you can't see, it's just always this effect where the person's like you see this half, and then their whole bottom just gets dragged. Oh! Oh!
It's like Ace Ventura when he's feeding the shark or whatever. Or he's looking for the dolphin and he finds that shark tank and he's like, ooh!
Yeah.
Ooh!
Yeah, exactly. Shoot-ha!
Shoot-ha!
Everyone's zapping the raptor. And
They're not shooting the raptor. He has the gun. He has the shotgun. He's like, shoot-ha!
Yeah, he's the only one with a gun. And he's telling everyone else to shoot.
Like, you fucking shooter.
You're
the one
a
with
dick.
You have a semi-auto shotgun, sir.
Yeah. The movie doesn't really explain it, but in the book, that guy does die. He gets eaten.
In case you didn't realize.
Just so you know, he is dead. So then they cut to the lawyer. He's floating in on a raft. Looks very uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable dinghy.
Very uncomfortable dinghy. He meets some Mexican guy.
Some Latin fellow.
Yeah, he's always in movies, and he always plays a Mexican guy.
Wow. Typecast.
And
Much like Clint Eastwood, he's typecast.
And they go into the side, inside this cave. I pointed this out to Brady, and it's super fucking ridiculous, but they're all hammering walls, like trying to get the amber out that the mosquito's stuck in. And there's this guy, like the frame starts rolling in, and there's this guy with the pickaxe, and it's like someone said action, and he's just like...
Yeah, he's just not even hitting
He's not putting any force...
He just,
and then it's like, here, look at this. Like, it's like,
this is the worst. They have like the worst extras. They're just like, movement, dinosaur.
Yeah.
So then we get to the dig site. What's his pickle there?
Oh, Grant.
Grant,
Alan
Dr. Grant, and Laura Dern which is awful. I dislike her.
She doesn't like. Yeah, that's the.
But she's in F is for Family.
That's cool.
What if she's just like scrolling through like Apple Podcasts for mentions of her name, and she's just like, "Oh wow, these guys
are talking about me."
Laura Dern's a fucking useless.
Oh my god!
Fuck her in Star Wars.
I wish.
By the way.
Yeah. And then right before you say that, I wish they just saw what I did in Star Wars. Then maybe they would appreciate it. Fuck her in Star Wars. Oh my god!
No.
The one thing I thought they'd like that I did.
My whole career is a joke to them.
I hope this podcast doesn't make a short targeted to people on Instagram. Oh, God!
They're digging out these fucking bones, and for some reason they're like perfect. Like they're perfectly preserved bones that were placed there by the government. People think that.
They're digging around, and they go over to this guy who shoots a shotgun into the ground.
Not quite, but...
And then it makes like a big fucking poof, and then they can see through the earth. And then some stupid little kid's like, that fucking thing doesn't look so cool.
And how the fuck can he see the screen?
Exactly.
He's like 5 feet tall, not even 5 feet tall. And he's behind a whole crowd of people.
And they're looking at a monitor about yay big.
Yeah, they're looking at a 12-inch monitor.
It's 12 inch.
And fucking Grant can barely goddamn see it.
And then Grant comes around, pulls out his fucking
dick.
Fossil. Yeah, pulls out his big dick and starts wiping it on the kid.
Then this fucking helicopter rolls in like a fucking dick.
Yeah, and starts fucking. Well, hey, you know what? Maybe it's working a lot faster. Like that helicopter was saving them some time.
It's true, but he's ruining their dig. Guys are throwing their coats over these bones.
Yeah, and then Grant looks at the helicopter guy. And the guy's like,
and he's like, shut it down. I'm like, the guy can't hear you.
What?
He's in a helicopter. He can't hear you.
Yeah, no, this is a helicopter. Yeah.
Shut it down. I'm listening to Spoon Man.
You know, Soundgarden. Run to the trailer. Hammond's in there. He opens their champagne like a big cock. But
how did he get there so fast?
Because he's got a helicopter.
Yeah, but how did he get into the trailer so fast?
Well, he's a fast
without anybody noticing.
He is significantly old. Like he's supposed to be like 80 something.
I said pimp stick, but it's a cane. He has a cane.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking fund the dig and blah blah blah. Let's come check out my park. Like, it's so hard to believe that I guess if here is a fuckload of money, getting this helicopter, and I'm not gonna explain anything to you.
Pretty much.
I guess. But it took so long till they saw a dinosaur. Like, you have to go through so much.
Yeah, they're like, oh my god. Like, they went to this helicopter ride, which Lord knows how long that was.
And then they had to probably get another helicopter ride.
They probably had to refuel that helicopter. Like, how long was their layover?
Because they're in the Gobi. If they're digging velociraptors, they're in the Gobi Desert.
And then the island's like just off of...
Well, it's Costa Rica.
Yeah, just off of Costa Rica, which is across the fucking ocean.
Yeah, so they would have to helicopter somewhere, take a plane across the sea up to obviously Florida or something, and then helicopter to Costa Rica. Oh, I wonder what's gonna happen. Oh God!
I hope this guy doesn't kill us.
Yeah, why does this guy want to take us to his island? Hope he doesn't want to fuck us.
I've seen this movie. He wants to fuck us.
Yeah, I've seen this movie twice. It's a good movie, but no. So then we get to the scene where we're in, obviously, either Costa Rica or Mexico or Florida or somewhere where Wayne Knight, Dennis Nedry, is...
Newton.
Yeah. Oh, Newman.
Jerry. Newman.
And he's eating some food. I was pretty hungry at this point, so it was actually a very hard scene to watch. And Dogson, sorry.
Dodson.
It's Dogson. I don't know why I say it's Dodson.
I mean, Dodson's an actual name. I don't know, but I don't think Dogson is a name.
I'm pretty sure that's how it's read in the book.
I thought it was Dodson.
No, I think it's Dogson.
Oh, we'll figure this out later.
Yeah.
If you know, put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments. Or send us a mail letter.
A mail letter.
Just address it to Regina, Saskatchewan.
We'll get it.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Dylan's house. Not Brady's house. They won't accept it.
Yeah, Brady's parents will rip that up.
It's like my Hogwarts letter. They ripped it up.
I know. It's
I know. I got it.
But I haven't seen it yet because
I've seen an owl.
Always rip it up. I'm a wizard.
I'm just in my room, I'm a wizard.
I just can't believe you guys keep on ripping up my Hogwarts litter. Brady,
I've never even seen that movie.
Brady, just come down for dinner. No! Dachshund gives him a big bag of money and a can of shaving cream.
You shouldn't use my real name.
Oh, we got Dachshund.
We got Dachshund over here.
No one cares.
Nobody cares.
He's such a dick.
He is a dick.
He's a dick.
The guy's giving him a boatload of money.
Yeah, and
he's like,
still a
nobody
dick.
cares what your name is.
Yeah.
You fucking lunatic.
He gets his can and puts the shaving cream on someone's pie. So they finally roll up to the big scene that lots of people make fun of, where fucking Laura Dern's yapping away
like a bitch. Looking at a plant.
looking at a plant. Hey, look at this fucking leaf.
This leaf spinning stinks for 4 million years. And they're just like, oh, you don't feel the fucking rumble by that by that pep?
It's
Yeah.
like he turns her head, and then she goes, okay, Laura, now look surprised. The only noticeably bad CGI part of the movie.
That
now,
is pretty bad.
you can kind of get past lots of the other CGI. Like the T-Rex in the dark is always going to be good.
When was the movie out? 92?
93, I think.
Okay.
But-
so the CGI wasn't amazing back then, but it was still that one scene was still pretty shitty.
No. I think that scene is very 93 CGI. But it's just because all the other scenes are in pretty dark spots, so it looks good. Because you could do CGI in the dark a lot easier with rain and shit. It kind of distorts everything, so it makes it look fine. Classic distorting technique. That sauropod would have broken its legs.
Yeah, it's
It,
not like
jumps on its
not
haunches.
fucking. Why is it going on? It's not going on both legs.
Yeah.
It's not going on its rear legs.
Yeah, it's purely movie shit. Like it's on its four legs, grabbing the leaf, and the leaf that it tries to get from its hind legs is easily achieved without getting on its back legs. It made all that effort for nothing at the risk of breaking its own fucking leg.
Like, if an elephant can't jump, that thing's not going on its own. On its hind legs.
If an elephant can't, wow? Elephants can't jump?
No, they can't jump, or else they'll break their legs.
Crazy. I wonder if anyone's done it though. Just because.
Made an elephant jump?
Yeah.
I don't think an elephant will go for that.
So they get on this ride and they sit down and Hammond talks to himself, and then there's the DNA guy fucking.
Oh, the fucking movie theater thing.
Yeah.
See, that bugged me with that, because they can afford all this fucking science. They can afford all the equipment for science. They can afford the upkeep of dinosaurs, but they can't afford a fucking good animator to do Mr. DNA.
Hey, it was a rush job. The tech in that movie, a lot of it is very silly.
And they in the little movie they showed, the guy had like a Nintendo Power Glove.
Dude, no, that's not even funny. It's so annoying.
He had fucking Nintendo Power Gloves, and he's fucking moving a TNA strand
the guy's
around.
like, this is our lab where we have all the best science of all blah, 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 and virtual reality DNA structure. And it's a guy with just glasses and gloves going like this, moving one in one direction.
I'm doing science.
Oh my God. It's so obviously back then people would have been like, hey, that's possible.
Nintendo Power Glove.
Wow. Amazing science.
For those youngins you don't know, a Nintendo Power Glove, top of the line technology.
So they go look at the eggs, the fucking raptors popping out. He's like, come on.
It looks like the fucking alien from Alien when he comes out of the guy's chest the first time.
Yeah.
But like just with like a little bit more makeup on.
a little more makeup.
He went to the makeup room for a little bit.
So they leave there. They go to the raptor cage. They watch the raptors viciously dismember a cow.
Oh, I had this written down. What's their budget on harnesses?
yeah, no shit. Every time the cow goes in, the harness gets ruined.
Every time they fucking airlift a cow into this goddamn like tank.
Yeah, it's basically, imagine what happens when you put food in there when piranhas are around. That's what happens. They lower this cow into the thing. There's a bunch of leaves everywhere. Then they pull it back up. The cow's gone, and the fucking harness.
The harness is all torn to shreds.
Yeah. Wow.
Like, that's probably like a $250 harness at least.
Yeah, and that's a daily like feeding.
That's a daily feeding. So what harness company or did they buy out? To fucking,
I spared no expense.
I bought this harness company to only make harnesses for my cows.
And I bought a cattle ranch just to make cows for my harnesses.
I've written down lawyer is pervert. They were looking at a dinosaur or something, and he's like, "Are these autoerotic?"
Yeah, not animatronic, autoerotic.
They're autoerotic, and I'm like, this guy chokes himself when he jacks off.
They come back from the Raptors thing. The one guy's like, they should be destroyed.
Dude, you work here.
Yeah, dude, this is your job. He's
the guy that's in charge of when they get out, right? To hunt them down and shit.
Yeah.
Why is there only one of him?
Well,
there should be like a team of him.
Or the big storm's coming, so everyone's leaving. So the whole place,
the shift change.
Yeah, the whole place is extremely understaffed when this event actually happens. There's very few people there. There's barely anyone there in the movie, and there's very few people in the book.
You would think a place like this would probably have like crews on around the clock,
right.
Not just Monday to Friday 9 to 5, and take a ship home.
Maybe. It is a secret though. Hard to keep secrets when you have a lot of people involved. So now they meet the kids. Grandpa! Kids! Ow! You're welcome. I just did
summarized the whole movie.
I just did the dialogue for that whole scene. They get in there. The kid's really fucking annoying. Talking about the book.
Both of them are fucking annoying. Yeah. I hate them both.
Look, it's a touchscreen CD. DVD ROM player.
CD-ROM.
Oh my god, this thing's amazing. This is the highest technology of us teenagers!
Here's your Thunder Smash!
Oh, yeah, I guess I am talking like that. They're on the ride, and they get to the Dilophosaurus exhibit. If you look on the right, Dilophosaurus is now found to be poisonous and have frills.
And if you've listened to previous episodes, that's a fucking lie.
It's a lie.
It's a goddamn lie.
Dilophosaurus did not have that, and they also were significantly bigger than what Jurassic Park depicts them as. 20 feet as opposed to, 7 feet?
Fucking Speaks.
Nothing shows up. They're pissed. Then they get to the Tyrannosaurus paddock. Alan, look at him put water on my hand.
And then Alan just letting this happen.
Yeah.
Like he's just sitting there just like,
not interested. Then he jumps out of the vehicle. She jumps out of the vehicle. Malcolm jumps out of the vehicle. No, does Malcolm? He eventually does.
I think he does eventually.
Yeah, he does eventually.
He's like, shouldn't we, nobody could predict that he would just jump out of a moving vehicle.
And now she jumped out of it as well. Wow.
Wow.
Actually, my favorite thing is where he looks in the camera and he's like, is there supposed to be dinosaurs?
I hate that, man.
I hate that, man.
In the book, it's a stegosaurus.
Correct. I forgot about that.
I don't know why they would even change that. There's no point in changing that.
Well, maybe it's cooler. I don't know.
Get the appeal.
Yeah, it is.
Get the Triceratops crowd in there.
But it is a stegosaurus. That is correct. It probably was just like, more people like stegosaurus than or Triceratops than stegosaurus. Yeah, that's right. I heard that too. Yeah. Yes. Or Speaks is like, yeah, we need a stegosaurus build. And then Gary,
and then they got it wrong.
Yeah, they make a stegosaurus or a Triceratops. Oh
God.
No.
Steven's gonna be pissed.
Oh, Steve. I am so sorry. You said stegosaurus? I thought you said Triceratops. How did you get those mixed up? You know what?
I had a long day that day.
This has been a 5-month program. Yeah, but when I first noticed it wasn't a stegosaurus, I just went with it. They lay on it and pick its
poo,
its mouth, pick through its poop. Then it starts raining. Then they get back in.
But Laura Dern stays.
Yeah, she stays with the guy
with the trike.
Yeah,
which nobody called it that.
Yeah, and in the book, that guy she stays with has a way bigger part, like significantly.
For some reason, I thought you were gonna say wiener. I don't know why.
He's got a big wiener.
He's got a huge dick.
Huge part though.
He bangs Laura.
No.
It's not implied.
She's like 23 or 6 in the book, And then she's fucking Laura Dern in the movie. So they start going in reverse. Then Newman puts his plan into action, executes order fucking 6, has a sexy lady on the screen, and then all of a sudden it's him going, you didn't say the magic words. Please! Samuel Jackson. Amazing in this movie.
Doesn't curse once. Actually, he does.
He does.
But he doesn't say motherfucker once.
He wanted to. Newman sneaks in, grabs the files of dinosaur blood, and puts them in his shaving cream and makes off to the boats.
And makes his swift getaway.
Swift getaway.
Not clumsy and fat at all.
But unfortunately, his actions have turned off all the power on everything, including the tram and the fences. Which releases the T-Rex from there in his glory.
Which I don't know how the T-Rex probably wasn't that smart in actuality.
Most likely had ape intelligence.
Oh, okay, so maybe he'd be able to grasp electricity. Like, oh, everything's dark. This fence probably doesn't work anymore.
True, that is true though. You're right. Like, yeah, no, even a human to a degree, if they don't know much, like, wouldn't be able to tell.
I would still, like, part of me would, like, see an electric fence, even though the power's out, I still wouldn't trust it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, there's gotta be some kind of backup on this thing.
The T-Rex pounds through that fence.
With ease.
With ease.
Like, it didn't even, like, it was just like, we hit his head with it. It was like, ba-doo, ba-ding, ba-ding, boing.
Toing. Very similar sounds to, like, Jurassic Park.
Oh, wow.
You don't say. Very similar sounds to... I almost said it again. So the T-Rex is there. The one kid has his night vision goggles, and...
He sees the goat isn't there.
He sees the goat isn't there. Where's the goat?
Where did the goat go?
Goat lands on the roof.
Goat leg lands on the roof, and they're like, oh, fuck!
And the lawyer runs out and goes to take a shit.
Hey, you're not supposed to leave the Jeeps, but why is there bathrooms there?
In case you need to leave the Jeeps.
But you're not allowed to leave the Jeeps. Because there's dinosaurs about.
What's the first thing you do when you have a T-Rex outside your vehicle? It's dark, raining, and you're stuck in a vehicle with your little brother. What's the first thing you would do?
Definitely grab a flashlight and shine it directly into the path of the giant monster that's hunting us.
Okay, but let's say you did that and your little
brother...
Probably
I would get under the seat and shut the fuck up. That's what I would do.
But no, let's be honest here. After you did that with the flashlight and your brother said, turn off the light, what then would you do?
Wave it around incessantly.
Into its eye directly.
Into its eyeball.
And then shut the door, making a noise, signifying there is something in here.
That's trying to hide from you.
Which then keys up the famous scene you're talking about where T-Rex...
The T-Rex goes down into the sunroof of the Jeep, its face. And then, like, on the second push, I believe, the tooth of it falls out.
Yeah.
And you can see it, like, fucking just falling to the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
And they never bothered to put it back in.
And they actually kept it like that.
And they kept it like that through the whole series.
Yeah, in Jurassic World.
So, like, this T-Rex is just missing a tooth.
Yeah. So, this is the point I was going to get. So this is one of the main differences between the book to the movie, if anyone gives a fuck. But in the book, there is actually 2 T-Rex. Is
there?
Yes, there's the adult T-Rex and there's the juvenile T-Rex.
Yes, that's true.
The big T-Rex in the book shows up, does all that shit. But then the smaller T-Rex, the juvenile shows up, and that's what kills. Not the lawyer, but the character that the lawyer also absorbed. Because there's actually 2 characters. There's the lawyer, and then there's the tour guide. And the tour guide is the guy that gets eaten by the T-Rex. The lawyer actually lives through the whole fucking thing.
That is true.
Like... But
for a skeevy guy, he shouldn't have lived in the movie.
Yeah, he's not that bad in the book. But yeah, it is horrifying to read this part because it's like he's literally pulling off limbs.
Yeah, it's very graphic.
It's very graphic. So if the movie was made to the book, it would be an R movie for sure.
God, I really wish it was.
Even Newman's. Oh, never mind. We're not there yet. So T-Rex comes, starts fucking shit up, and Alan Grant comes out with his flare.
How did it not like crush
I know.
the Jeep the first time?
I know.
And Tim's just holding it back
I know.
like fucking Superman.
It should have just smushed them with the glass.
Even just shatter the glass and smush him with his face.
Yeah, I know, it's silly, but movies, right? Alan Grant shows up, and it's so funny because this thing's fucking them up, and they're both like in the vehicle, like, "Oh God, what are we gonna do?"
Yeah, they're sitting there watching, like, "Oh, wow! Look at that monster!"
And then Alan grabs a flare and then waves it and throws it off, distracting the T-Rex, and then
Jeff Goldblum runs out with a flare.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, look at me!" Like the T-Rex.
Cool. I'm cool too.
The T-Rex was going to play fetch with Alan Grant.
Yeah.
And then fucking Jeff Goldblum's like, "Oh, over here."
Get the kids. Get the kids. It's the lawyer would still be alive.
If it wasn't for Jeff Goldblum.
It's true.
Jeff Goldblum's a fucking murderer.
But when the T-Rex wrecks the building and tries to grab Malcolm, if you watch it very slowly, it's just like the worst, shittiest Photoshop of the T-Rex going, I guess, in Malcolm's body, just like going off picture.
It's like in PowerPoint when you just set something to go follow a line.
He runs over to the kids. Vehicle's been flipped over in the mud. The tire's been ripped, and he successfully gets the girl out. She's very difficult, and then tries to get the kid out, the young boy, but then she starts screaming, and the T-Rex is right in front of them. Honestly, they should be dead. Like if you're like, ah! T-Rex doesn't see them because its vision's based on movement, which is not
bullshit.
True. Yeah.
That would be the worst thing.
No predator has that. That is based off of like deer that get hunted, not predators who do hunting. I would say all predators have vision based on vision, not just movement. But what do I know?
I'm just a guy.
T-Rex ends up moving the vehicle around. They rappel off the side of the wall, and T-Rex throws the car off the fucking ledge and into the tree.
Into the tree.
What happens next, Brady?
We'll find out next time
on
Dino Boys Podcast.